Hi, I'm Todd from Apex, and today we're going to show you our new pocket. Basically, it's a spandex pouch that's going to be placed on the front of the rig, and it gives you some more options when it comes time to stow a pilot chute for certain scenarios we really like it. So here we have a pilot chute already loaded into the front pocket. Why would we want to have a pilot chute up here? Well, obviously we're doing a handheld jump. If we're packing for a handheld jump, the larger pilot chutes for handheld are going to fit better in this bigger pocket. So if you're going to store your rig, you're going to pack up and store it for a while, rather than putting the big pilot chute in the BOC and maybe damaging it and kind of getting it stretched out, you can bring it up around front and have it all ready to go. So here's kind of a profile of the setup. We've got the bridle. We can tell it comes clean from the pins, up over the shoulder with a magnet, over the shoulder into the pocket. So we would be able to do all this prep basically in our packing area when we know what jump we're going to be making. We can put it into a stash bag this way. When we take it out, we'll check all the bridle routing and be able to put it on. With this routing, we can kind of help reduce the risk of getting a misrouted bridle through a leg strap. And this basically, this pilot chute and bridle are kind of pre-packed, ready for the jump at hand. All right, let's pretend we're at our gear up point. We'll go ahead and take our rig out of the stash bag. We're going to leave the stash bag behind for this example. And basically we have the rig is already set up. Bridle comes up over the shoulder, pilot chute in the pocket. I'm going to go ahead and put it on, making sure that that bridle stays coming up over my shoulder, and then just on in a normal fashion. So now we've got the rig donned, okay? And if we're at a normal exit point where we've got plenty of room to work and we can just walk right over to the exit point, most people are going to elect to pull their pilot chute at this time, maybe refold it like they're used to. That's not always the case. Sometimes the exit points are a little bit trickier to get to. So you've been able to gear up in a safe place, but now maybe you have to climb a ladder or have to climb through a few things or around things or out on a boom of a, who knows. There's many times when getting to the exit point requires both hands, and that's where this pocket's going to come real handy. So after climbing around, we maybe are poised hanging over, got our toes hanging over, we're only able to hold on with one hand. I can get my pilot chute in my hand. I'm making sure that I grab the bridle inside. I can feel that bolt, and I'm basically ready for a handheld jump right now. So it's just a nice, easy move, no folding and stuff at the exit point or the sketchy exit point. You're basically locked and loaded. So from this position, we're basically ready to throw the pilot chute, okay? Right now it's configured a lot like a stowed pilot chute would be. We've got the bridle kind of inside, and as we throw it out there, you know, the bridle will pay out and catch air, and away it goes. It is important, though, when I'm pulling it out of the pocket that I maintain the bridle in here. I can hold that. Okay, so basically it's just a nice little throw. So we're going to first open up the Velcro. I'm going to place it up here. Going to poke the chest strap through the little opening, and then we'll wrap the rest of it around the main lift web. It Velcros on the back side. Chest strap remains exposed. Now we've got it secured both left and right, as well as up and down because of the chest strap. So you may know that this is a Summit. It's a Summit Light, so we're including the 1-inch chest strap with the 1-inch buckle. This pocket does work both with the traditional 1 3/4 chest strap as well as the narrower 1-inch chest strap. So either way, it will work. All right, so now if we're getting the pilot chute into this pocket, we're basically packing this pilot chute being prepped for a handheld jump. But because we're putting it in a pocket, we're going to treat it a little bit more like we do a stowed jump. So we're going to hang the pilot chute inverted, get that center line taut, create the mushroom, and then I'll lay it down. Squeeze some of this air out, expose the mesh, do a nice little S-fold in the mesh, and then S-folds of the bridle. This will take a little bit of getting used to, finding the good distance on this. I happen to know that we need enough distance that we can get into the bottom of that pocket. So I'm going to go right about there. Leave a little bit of that bridle out so we can get it in. And now we'll start to cover this up. We're going to keep this bulk up to the top of the pilot chute, right underneath the cap, and start folding it up. And then we can slip it into the pocket. Take it a little further in and then back it out a bit. We're good there. Control any of the bridle. That comes up over the shoulder and is into the pocket. So hopefully you remember when I was showing you how to pack it, I encouraged you to keep the bridle up underneath the cap. That's so when we grab this, we have good control. We can feel that bulk. When we pull it out, we don't lose the bridle. If you don't do that, what's going to happen is you're going to reach in here to pull it out, and the bridle's going to dump out for you, and you're not going to like it. Okay, so make sure you avoid that. Make sure you get a good grip of everything inside the package. So one of the conversations that we've had is, can we use this as a free fall stowed position? While we don't recommend it, we felt it was an important element to consider and even rehearse in case while we're climbing around an object we slip and fall. Is this going to still work for us? And in fact, we believe it will. It's really nice. It's in visual sight. You can get to it with either hand. So if for some reason you're climbing around and you do fall, you just get it out of there. All right, so there's our shoulder pilot chute pouch. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a shout at apexbase.com, and we'll see you at the exit point.